Yo guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, doing something a little bit different, a little bit more informative. We're going to be doing a how to beat legendary AI, because you guys actually probably want to be doing this for your icon swaps on squad battles. So I'm going to be showing you how to beat the legendary AI today. This is the team we're going to be using. We're using the Legandary squad because I've already done the championship objective. So this is the team. I'm going to quickly run you through the team and what you need. And that isn't much in my opinion. So we have Casillas in goal. Just the best goalkeeper in Liga NOS I had. From random right back, I had only one gold centre back, which is Ruben Diaz. Who's an okay card, good defending, good physical, decent enough pace. Same goes for Almeida. He's also a right back. He more has the stats of a centre back, just with good passing and dribbling. But he looks like a really good centre back rather than a right back. This guy doesn't look great. I'm not sure how I play in game. I have a left mid and left back. He has okay defending at 54 left mid. So that's why I'm using that. I didn't have a good left back and I wanted some pace. This card looks alright at CDM. Same goes for this card. Just good defending and physical and half decent passing is what you need at CDM. He's going to go in cam, I believe. Maybe even at right back. I'm not sure, but he's nicely well rounded card. He can play anywhere. Except for maybe centre back and striker. We have Corona, the special card. If you don't have him, you can use normal Corona if you want to. But I would just use anyone that you have in your club, pretty much. As long as they have some pace and some dribbling up front, you should be fine, in my opinion. We go into the custom tactics. That's more important before we get into the game. We're going to be going into a live game of squad battles, and I'm just going to show you how I beat legendary AI, pretty much. Also talk you through how I do it. So I'll leave both things on balance. You can put this to drop back, pressure and heavy touch. Just do what you're comfortable with. So what you play with online. But if you're playing high depth, which I doubt many people are doing, but drop that down a bit. Because playing high depth against AI doesn't work. This is just what I use online for the attacking stuff, for the offense tactics. I wouldn't change that too much. You can put this to possession. I actually use possession online. I put it on balanced here. Just because it doesn't really matter what you have here. Formation is the more important thing. So I play 4-2-2. Again, it's a formation I'm just comfortable with because I play online. But if you're playing a one-strike formation, I would look for a formation that's similar to when you're playing, but with two strikers. Two strikers seem to be very important against squad battles. And take formation with width. Don't take 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Don't take 4-3-1-2. Because you need width against the AI. So we're playing PC at cam. Corona at right striker. Corona's actually going to go in at left cam. No, at right cam. Because you want to, preferably, personally, I want a right footer on the left hand side. As someone who is good with his left foot on the right hand side. Just because for cutting in and shooting. And the defense stays the same. And these two strikers are going to get subbed off. I'm actually subbing on Weghorst from Wolfsburg. Just because of the Mbabu objective. So that's one thing we're going to be doing. Custom tactics then. Strike is completely balanced. Cams is quite important on this formation. If you have wingers, I would do the same. Put them come back on defense and also get into the box or crosses. That way they come back and also go forward. If you have high stem cams, that's ideal. If not, that shouldn't be an issue, but it helps out with the defense a bit. To have them come back on defense, just because otherwise you might struggle a bit defensively. Not necessarily a lot. If you're good at defending, but if you're struggling, especially defensively, putting your wide players on comeback on defense could be very crucial. Get into the box crosses is something I always do because then they just seem to get into better positions attacking in the attack. Fullbacks will stay back while attacking. You don't need them for the attack. You could put them on balance if you like that. Personally, I don't. I just like to make sure I'm sound defensively and then just make sure I get a good attack going and then I'll score my goals. But if you're struggling to attack and you feel comfortable in defense, you can put them on balance as well. That's what I run for the team. So we're going to go into a game. And I'm not going to be playing against a very low tier team. But I do advise doing that if you're struggling against Legendary. I do advise doing that. Because it just makes your life a whole lot easier. Also play against the team of the week if you want to. Really quickly go through that. Because if you look at their in-game stats, they're terrible because they're all getting -18, -10s. He only gets -3, but you can get -10, -14s. Even -10s on Messi makes him not so insane for the AI. They'll still be half decent, but not insane. But we're actually going to be playing against this team right now. This again, not an insane team, but for squad battles, this is actually quite a good team to be playing against because there's some meta players in there like Kimpembe, Rudiger, Mendy, Sissoko, no, not Sissoko, and Ndombele, Gueye, and Ben Yedder. And the other cards are like half decent cards. I could have also played against this team, which is Scott, Aguero, Willian, and Aubameyang, but outside of that, it's a terrible team. But I would smash that team. Like, I played a team right here, and I won 8-0. This team is a bit too hard. They've just got good players. I'm playing with... Yeah, if I was to play with my own team, my actual team, I would beat this, because they all got basic episodes as well, which makes it slightly easier. But all in all, that team is a bit too hard for that Liga NOS team, so we're going to go in on Legendary. Before we get into the game, if you do end up enjoying the video and this helps you out in the end, then do drop a like. Fitness is fine, only Corona is a bit low for some reason. Is the bench alright? Yeah, that's alright. I should have done and checked that before the game, but anyway. Get into the game. So we're instantly going to sub on players. Do remember, you can sub up 3 players from any league you want. I recommend subbing on a Wolves player if you're going for Mbabu still. But by the time this video goes live, Mbabu would have almost been expired pretty much. We're going to go into a game. The first half is going to be completely live. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave in the second half completely live. I might do, so that you can watch the gameplay if you want to. I might cut out like the goals or something like that. Or just entirely skip it because it might not be necessary to show it. But I'll probably leave it in so that you can just watch it if you want to. So the strikers are going to come off. One of them is going to be Weghorst. And the other one is going to be Politano, just because I really like that card. As soon as Weghorst scores, I might sub him off as well. Sometimes I'm leaving him on because I'm like, I have one good striker, that's good enough. And basically what you want to be doing against the AI, especially early on, is play a possession game. Because the AI plays a very heavy possession-based game themselves. The AI is very good at scoring goals. Okay, that's a terrible pass with me. Great start. Is very good at scoring goals that you just can't stop. When they score, most of the time, it's just an impossible play to stop. The way you want to be defending is you want to be a bit passive. Like, almost if dropping back is still the, like, ultimate meta. A bit like last year. Like, this year, of course, you want to apply some pressure online. Last year, you would just wait. You want to be doing it like that, pretty much. Now, in the attack, you would just want to be waiting for players to make their runs. Now, I don't know why it's... oh no, this is Batlles. I still have him on. I actually got the header across. That's crazy. But you just want to get the ball forward to your attackers. And then just wait and wait and wait. Don't know how I lost the ball there. For your attackers to make runs. And very often you will be able to get a through ball going. Especially if you play against teams that have got slower defenders. Like you will probably be doing if you're playing the weaker teams, the bronze teams. And if you're only doing squad battles for the objectives, just skip the high tier teams anyway. Don't even try to play against them. Just refresh your opponent and start playing against low tier teams. If you actually care about rewards, of course, you can play against them. Now, I don't think we have our subs on yet. But here we got a true ball into Corona. What I'm going to do here is just play it back, wait for players to make a run into space. My team absolutely made no runs there. That's kind of annoying. Also, I don't know. Do I have my CDMs on stay back while attacking? I believe I do. I didn't show that. How to beat Legendary AI with Twister? And I was going 1-0 down. That was fucking 8. I might have to do this again, boys. I'll show this. What I did wrong there is pretty much I wasted the ball with Battaglia, but I don't know why Battaglia was that far forward when he's my CDM. In the first place, I wasn't expecting that to be him. I thought that was the other striker that I have. Nice heavy touch from PZ. Once again, it isn't easy to beat Legendary AI. We'll still manage to do it. I'm pretty confident of that. They're getting tackles in right now that they shouldn't be happening. You don't want them to get close. They're very good at tackling. You want to keep playing it around the team, which I'm not doing. I need to focus up a little bit. I want to keep talking, but I'm doing this for a video, so I kind of need to keep talking at the same time. Okay, if they score here, this is one of those impossible to defend plays. They're just turn into Barcelona tiki-taka play. You can't stop them. L1 dribbling, by the way, is very effective if you're waiting for a player to make a run. I'm just getting unlucky as well, because I should not have lost the ball there. That's an auto clear. I'm getting very unlucky right now. Dude, that's a clean tackle. Sometimes you just get shafted for an entire half or something. That will happen. Even against the bronze teams. Like that. That's like a fucking easiest sketch ever. I don't want this guy to be the guy running forward, but look at that. If they get close to you, they tackle you. 100%. He was faking a run. Let's go. Love it when I do that. Here we go. This is what I mean. You need to wait for those runs. Fake shot stops, very effective. Fake shots in general, probably the most effective skill move. Like right there with the scoop turn. Shot across goal. Politano with the goal. So yeah, fake shots are very effective. I'm not doing what I should be doing because I'm talking too much. So you guys are gonna need to looking at the gameplay, but defensively is the most important part, to be honest. You just want to be passive. Like here, you just want to wait for them to do something, because most of the time they just screw it up themselves. I don't know how he decided to pass it there. Boom. Play ball to the striker. That's Weghorst getting out strength from behind. Sometimes this game just doesn't make sense, does it? That's what I mean. You can't let the AI get close to you. Kind of annoying, because sometimes it's just inevitable. I was expecting to get pressured by the other player, but we still got it. Sometimes you just want to turn around, play it back, and then you play it forward. I did not want to do that skill move, but it's worked out. Let's go, 2-1. Skill moves that are effective are pretty much the fake shot stops. So fake shot without moving anywhere. You stop the ball. Not the advanced one, not the skill one. Because the animation takes too long. Right to this one. You don't want to be doing that. The animation takes too long. L1 passes to make your players go for runs is also very effective. And just L1 or left stick dribbling, I mean, is very effective. L1 dribbling as well. The heel to heel flick can work, but it's not amazing. So here we got a break. We can turn around and play him on. I've got a lot of defenders back right here. If you're playing against a team that's playing drop back, because the person has set its custom tactics to drop back, you're going to struggle a bit more to break them down. But also when they do that, if you play it slow, they're not ever going to score. Now, in this game, you're going to look at the way they scored. Because that should have arguably been saved by the goalkeeper anyway. But sometimes the AI just scores. It's going to be a bit of a bad loop because they went 1-0 up against me. So people are going to be clicking off at that part of the video, which is great. Anyway, once you get into the second half, things ease up a little bit, because for years now, when you're leading, especially in the second half, they go a bit more aggressive. They try to get more attacks in, because they are looking for that equalizer, and preferably they're looking for the winner. Even when you're drawing, they're gonna go more forward, just to be looking for that winner. I need to score with Weghorst. I've already done that. I could sub him off if I want to. I'm probably going to. Because I can notice against this team he just doesn't have the pace. I'm gonna sub on this Willian card because I quite like him. Agile players, just like online, are very effective against the AI. Especially up front. In defense, you can definitely take slower defenders. Like I have myself. With Almeida and Diaz, they're both under 70 pace. Just under, but in terms of FIFA, that's pretty slow. That was a terrible pass by me. One thing I'm noticing is that my CDMs are getting very far forward this game. I don't know why that is. Might have to check their work rates. If they're both high, medium or something, that would explain something. But usually they don't do that. Alright, here we got a break with the left back. Out of all players. If you got this much space, just knock it forward and start sprinting. Fake shot stop to fake the defender. Play it in. PC on the finesse shot. On the rebound. And he's missed it. Shouldn't have finessed that anyway. Should have shot that across goal. In the first place, but... that rebound could have been scored by a better player, but... because we were limited to Legandary players. Here we got a break. Quick counter. Counters are very effective as well. If you got a counter chance, don't take too much time to do so, because as you can see, it's very effective. Once again, that fake shot stop. If a defender is sprinting after you to chase you down, fake shot stops are very effective, because they continue that sprint for a while. In those instances, you can also use the stop and turn. I just find the fake shot stop and then go in any direction to be more effective. They seem to fool the defenders a bit more. Even right here, fake shot stop, and just win your time. Play balls through. Now that roulette is not necessarily effective, but it worked out right there because I did a fake shot stop before it, I think. Fake shot stop is just the most effective thing there is. And as you can see, I'm getting through their defense way easier now. Now it's the second half. A bit of a shame we conceded that one goal because we're just going to receive less points. If you're looking for points, what you need to be doing is score 5 goals. Do not concede. Once you concede, it doesn't matter how many goals you concede. Because you only get a bonus for a clean sheet. It's not like you get negative points for conceding more, I believe. Yeah, you want to score 5 goals, keep a clean sheet, get as much possession as you can. So if you're very comfortable with playing against the AI and you're looking for as many points as possible, you need to be keeping possession. Tried to pass it instantly, but took a touch for some reason. Make sure you get a couple corners as well, which is a bit hard to force on this game, I feel like. If you're running down the touchline, or the byline, whichever one it is. They don't seem to tackle you as regularly, and very often it doesn't somehow end up as a corner. Because I've tried to force that before, trying to get more points. But just shooting every now and then will probably be better from like a bit of a distance, just a power shot. Forces a goalkeeper to a save that they're always going to make, but always forces a corner as well. Now this is where I would prefer a bit more pace on my right back, because I would have had the ball there. And you can see I'm not really pushing the players. If they shoot like that, it's completely fine. I'm just waiting them to do something which is a bit more risky. Because it will most of the time lead to them making a mistake and an easy turnover for possession. Now here I'm just going to L1 dribble, turn around, play it in. Just try to avoid the defenders. It's very easy. But like, just left stick dribbling. I should have the ball rolled the other way. That would have been way more effective. And then just turning away from them and all that. And you create so much space. And because of so many players, you can make runs that make runs with the L1 pass. You can get so many chances because they don't do what online players do, which is track down runs all that well. They more or less are just pressuring the player on the ball very often. Like right here. Normal people would not pressure me there. They would just wait for me to see a passing lane here as well. Politano, a bit of a hard angle to shoot from. I could have maybe played that off. I thought he was offside, I'm not sure. I was trying to scoop turn that. What was I saying? Yeah, just turn away, create space to get a pass through into your striker or your white players. And you very easily get past the defense. Getting past the defense is probably the easiest part. There again, a little fake shot. There the stop and turn worked. And we get a goal. Top a turn, fake shot stop, probably the 2 most effective skill moves. Ball roll is also very useful to just create space, create an angle for a certain pass, not necessarily to beat the defender. But now that we're 5-1 up, it took a bit of a while. If I was to fully focus, not talking and all that, this would be a little bit easier. But now you just pretty much want to keep possession, because there's no point scoring more. You're only here for the win anyway, so maybe if you go 1-0 up, try to slowly push for a second. And then just keep possession as much as you can. Play it down the wings. Keeping the field wide with the wingers is very important. That's why I told you at the start that you need to keep pick a formation with players that play out wide. And also just play those passes down the middle, like I did right there. They're very effective. But all in all, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. We'll quickly look into the match facts real quick. Well, I'll show you the goal that the icon scene and I will tell you what I did wrong. That's what I'll actually do to end up this video. So that's full time, 5-1 victory against Legendary with the League and NOS side. Would be a bit harder with the EFL Championship side, but then again, you could sub on 3 players, which make it really, really easy. And I did it with the EFL Championship side pretty easily. I'll show you their goal. So here I pretty much gave them the ball, which left me in a bad position. Goalkeeper doesn't make a good attempt at a save anyway, but yeah, I pretty much just gave the ball away. You don't want to give them the ball in spots where it's going to lead into chances, of course. So what I did wrong there. Anyway, as I said, 5-1 victory. That's how you beat Legendary, in my opinion. Those are the tips I can give you. Hope you guys enjoyed. If it helps you, drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. And I will see you guys in a future